Hey, what is up, guys? So, I am back, and I am here with my quote-unquote homemade Scuf controller. So, I will show you guys how to do this. All I did is, I have a Scuf Vantage. It comes with pretty much extra analog sticks, as you guys see here. These are not the normal ones. Normal ones are these ones that are, thicker underneath and whatever. But these have different sizes, which is better for aim. People you might see on YouTube, they have a paddle system that they put into inside the controller, and there's just so many things that could go wrong with there. And there you go, you already lost your controller that you were working on to upgrade. So what this does is it pretty much just clips onto your controller. It is a mod pack. It has mods in it. First of all, it has mods in it, and I'm not saying go cheat on the games or whatever. I personally just use it for the for the extra paddles that are remappable to any button on the controller. I'll show you guys how to take this apart and put in these analog sticks. See you guys in a few seconds. Okay, so I'm sorry if it's a little blurry or whatever, the camera and stuff, but right here you have the controller. And all you're going to need to do anything inside of here is literally this screwdriver and, of course, your analog sticks that you want to put in there. Now, they are on scufgaming.com. I'll link that in the description for you to get the analog sticks and to get the pack. So this is $39 for this, for the paddles and the mod, because it comes with mods built in. And we'll go into that later with some gameplay. And then the analog sticks themselves are, I believe, only $12, so you can get them on that website, which I tell you, I'll link in the description. So all you have to do is on the back you see that there's 4 screws, one here, and then one over there, and then one right here. So let me just unscrew these real quick. I'll fast forward it. Okay, so now we have all 4 screws here. I'll even bring them up a little bit. All 4 screws out of the back of the controller. So now what I would recommend you do, so in order to get this apart, I've already taken it apart once, so it's going to come off easier this time. But I'd recommend you do is get a Phillips head screwdriver, or a flathead screwdriver, which is just a flat, if you guys don't know, one of the flatter end screwdrivers right here. And you'll just pry it open very carefully. Pry it open along the crack here, but go all the way along the crack. And I'll just demonstrate real quick. So if you're doing this, I could show you what to do, because just along the crack there, you just kind of don't scrape upwards like I just did, kind of thing, but kind of slide upwards ever so slightly. There it goes. Okay, so be careful when you open this up. If you see this cord detached, don't freak out. Now, you should always be careful with this. So what this is just an LED strip that goes to your light bar. That's how this lights up. Then you'll get this right here. So right here, what you'll have going on is you'll have the battery. I'm gonna wait for this to turn off because this controller is not off yet. It accidentally turned back on. But you'll have the battery. And in order to get to the front of the faceplate, you have to take this off the battery. It's kind of like there. And then, okay, right here, you gotta be careful when you're doing this whole entire thing. I'm being careless because I know what I'm doing. But right here, that right there, you unplug that. It just will come right out if you pull on it. Comes right out. Okay, that's the battery. Now, right here, you have right on the inside another screw. Okay, so it's going to be the same size of a screwdriver that you're going to need for the whole entire thing. So you'll unscrew that. Once you get that out, that just holds in the battery, so you take this right out. Now from here, you don't really have to take anything out. nothing really else comes out, and what we have to do is now we have to remove the front. So how that works is it just pretty much should fall out like that, and then your touchpad will kind of get stuck. And what you'll do is, here, I gotta get past these analog sticks because they can kind of be a pain. Okay. Here, I'm just trying to, you'll lift it up. The only reason why the analog stick came up is because of how it was on there. And then you just lift that part up, it'll come right off. So you have, this is how you have the controller. Now your analog sticks will not look like this, of course, because I already put them in. Your analog sticks, and I'll even put them on just to show you guys, is these are what your analog sticks are going to be like. These are the ones you're going to want to remove. Is the ones that are built into the controller, right? So all you do is pull them off gently. Be very gentle. Pull them right off. And when you're doing this, I also want to let you know you should probably hold it like this, because you don't want to like be pulling away parts and stuff like that. And this is flimsy a little bit because it's just hanging on that little wire, so be very careful with that. And then you install these ones, which if you look at the bottom, they have like a little hole or whatever, and you'll just have to line it up, or whatever. You line them up, right? And you just go ahead, set it right down on there. There you go, got one analog stick. Then you got another. Oh, if I can, there we go. Then you got another. So now all you have to do, now this is the only real tricky part, well, not the only one, there will be another one, is when we're putting this back together. So what you want to do with this light bar, right? This light bar, it goes, I think, out and under. I wonder if I'm going to have to unplug that. Okay, so what you're going to have to do, and you might not even have to do this, let me see if I could try doing it without that, is put that bar like underneath. Okay, right there, right there. So you see that, like, this bar right there? Watch this. So you put this underneath the light, underneath the touch bar, or touchpad or whatever, right? Underneath, it locks in, like right there. You bring it forward. Right here. You put your finger right underneath that pad, and then you push it up. See, now it's coming through. And then from here, you just kind of line up everything else. And you might have a little fuss with it, and the reason why that is because a few of the analog sticks, especially if they're higher, adjust like higher off the controller, like as you can see, like this, oh sorry, this one is kind of like higher than that one, so it might get stuck on a few things, but there you go, you got that in. And now all we have to do is we have to attach the other stuff that we had back on there. So the thing that holds the battery, which it has this little thing, it'll go right on there. You'll feel it like slide right in. Right there it is. Also, now mine, when I was putting the light bar in, that little cord or whatever right here, the orange cord got unplugged from this. You just plug it right back in. You can touch it with your fingers, it's all good. Plug it right back in, and then you're all good. Now we just have to screw this part in, right back in with the one screw. And make sure you separate that screw from the other 4 screws so you guys don't get confused, but it's longer than the other ones. So you just screw that right back in. And the point of doing this and not getting control freaks, because everyone is going to be like, oh, this. They are nice, but these are better. To have your own analog sticks, it feels so much better. It really does. Like, it changes up the game for me entirely. So now we put the battery back in. We'll just like plug it in first, right to where it was. Oh, wrong side. If I can just, there we go. Okay, plugged right back in. There we go. Now it's just sitting in there the way it should be. Yep, and you just push it down in a little bit. Oops, I accidentally turned on the PlayStation again. Okay, now the last part that's kind of hard is, so you see on here, you have that strip that you're gonna have to plug back into. It's hard to see it, but it's like right there, that black spot. Yeah, so it's just a thin cord, and pretty much you'll just plug it in with your fingers. At this point, it can kind of be messy. Like, I'm just trying to, because it's a very sleek slot that you're trying to put in, and it can be annoying like it's being right now. I mean, I understand this, you know. I'm not a professional, I can't, but, oh, there it is. See, now it's plugged in. Now you'll see this plastic piece, right? The one that's glowing right there. Right, there's like a slot in that controller where that fits perfectly in. And now you kind of just click everything back into place. You know, make sure everything feels and looks good, and you know, everything. And if so, then all you do is screw all these screws back into the back of the controller. Now, looking just like it did before. Nice and pretty with the new analog sticks. And then all you have to do now is grab this Collective Minds mod pack for PS4. Like I said, I will link everything into the description. Go ahead and you just take it and slide it right on there. Now, this is an option. I did this on my own. So there's these things called action grips you can get right down at Walmart. Now, they don't look like this before. They cover your whole controller. But what I did is I cut the sides of them. Just the side of the grip and the controller. And you guys can see right here, it kind of goes down further. Because I cut it out just for the buttons right there. Here, I could try showing you. So, because the rubber gets in the way, but that won't get in the way. So this is for people who have hand sweat and stuff like that, and you just put it right over. And then you got the grip, you know, got some good grip. You got definitely great sticks, and you got some nice paddles. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how this works. Okay, now we're back, and I'm just going to show you guys kind of like a hand cam of, you know, how I'm using this controller. We're just going to go into Playgrounds so I can also show you guys the mods. Now, I'm not going to go through all the mods, but there's these buttons on the back that turns on the mods, and then the white, with the white eyes here, it means like tournament mode, and when they're blue, that means they're in mod mode. Analog sticks. Now, I personally don't like using these grips, but if your hands get sweaty like mine do after a while, I'd put them on. But I gotta fix them and stuff like that because, like I said, the rubber will get in the way of these paddles. So, you know, just real quick, you know. And I am not, you know, a Fortnite god at all. You know, I'm not good at this game. I'm pretty terrible, but the point that you can do that kind of stuff with it is kind of, you know. And I'm just, but the thing that this allows you to do, and this is why paddles are so important to people who've never used them, because I can't go back, like, I can't stop using paddles. That'd be so weird to me. But see, like, okay, see, I'm jumping. I don't have to move my fingers off the analog stick at all. I do not have to move them. And that's what makes this so, you know, beautiful. Now, as it goes for mods, okay. So I'm going to try shooting as fast as I can with this weapon real quick, right? Not that fast, right? So I turn on the mods. Now, there's this mod. As soon as you aim in, it will shoot. So, now watch this. See how fast that is? Compared to when I have them off and I'm trying to shoot as fast when I watch. See, it's like half of my shots are not being fired, but double my shots are going to be fired with the mods. There's so many different mods. There's drop shot mods, there's quick scope mods, which is that. So for example, if I turn them back on, as soon as I aim it, I'm not sure if that shoots any faster than it normally does. Here, let's try real quick. It does by like a second. Yeah, it does. Here, watch. Let's go ahead. Not even, but it does shoot a little bit faster. So, you guys, how to remap these paddles real quick. So, all you have to do, right, is, you see these buttons, like right here? Okay, that button, you just hold it down, and then you press whatever button you want to remap to. So, I'm going to keep that as circle. I'm going to remap it to circle. So, hold that button down, press circle, it's circle now. And I could just prove this. Here, I'll turn it to X. So, I'm going to hold this down, press X, and now I'm going to press that. See? Now it's X. Okay. I'm going to change it back to circle, though, because that's what I like. So, it goes with both sides for that. So, you know, jump. Particularly what it does, there, like I said, there's way more mods. You guys can check it out and pick yourself up one. They do sell them at Walmart. That's where I got mine from. It was at Walmart. These grips come from Walmart. These analog sticks, though, are going to be what you're going to have to order online. You're going to have to order them at Scuf Gaming. Like I said, I'll leave those in the description. That's about it, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no,